Good evening, everyone from the zoo. You're going to hear some dogs playing, so I'm sorry about that. Welcome to week 4 of our Stitch With Me, Sal. This is the More Chocolate Bunnies. Sal, hey. So sorry. This is the time my dogs like to play. And they've decided that they're going to romp around in here. And I have to kind of keep an eye on the baby since we're potty training, although he's doing so good. Hello, everyone. Okay. Before we jump into the Sal, I have a couple of little notes I want to go over. First, Danielle asked a question about where do you get the new market charts, or where do you see them? Any of your favorite shops, either if you have a local shop, I would definitely check them out first. That's where I'm getting my charts first. But if you don't have a local shop, and I know so many don't, that quarter shop will have a whole section. In fact, it looks like a lot of theirs are live now. 123 Stitch is another big one, and theirs are live now because they're back. Lots of little retailers. If your favorite designers, for Primrose Cottage, for example, they'll be selling their charts directly from their shop. They also took pre-orders for other people's charts because they do sell other people's. Chantal sells other charts from people. She has some, and she's shipping from vacation. So pre-orders, she's shipping from vacation. But definitely check out any of your favorite shops for those things. They're going to be all over the internet because it's Market was, I believe it's called cash and carry, meaning you could go in and buy the chart as long as they still had them, and then the shops took them home and are able to sell them. Okay, the zoo. Odin, stop instigating. You should know better. Okay, let's see. Did I miss any other questions while I was talking? Hello, everybody. It's so good to see everyone here tonight. I cannot believe how fast time flies that we are on week 4. I know a lot of you are probably finished. I'll be finishing up on camera. Do not feel like you have to rush at all. I am only at the point that I'm at because I need to be able to film the finishing tutorial for next week. Steph, I pre-ordered and bought more when I saw the videos from the weekend. So wonderful. Yes. Oh, Carol, how fun. She just got the Easter tree chart by Shannon Christine today. I have seen, I feel like I just saw someone either yesterday or this morning who had posted that they finished theirs. It's so, so cute. Yes, so many great charts. It's so hard. I feel like we're just pattern collectors. It's kind of why I call it that when I do Flosstube. I call it pattern collecting. It's the possibilities and the dream of being able to stitch all of those. Sandy, can you please show how to sew on the buttons? Yes, that is one of the things I'm going to share tonight. Okay, so I want to talk about tonight and what you can expect. I am going to stitch the last greenery. We're going to do the Stitch With Me kind of as normal. I only have a teeny tiny little bit to stitch. I wanted to be able to finish on camera. I thought that would be kind of fun. I'm going to stitch on the buttons for the bunny tails, and then I'm going to show you how I press my piece. And yes, I am going to add the buttons first, and then I'm going to press it. So I will show you all of that. You can obviously do it any way you like to do, and a lot of you already know how to do that, but sorry, the dogs are really loud. I know some of you specifically requested that, so I'm trying to accommodate all that, and I want to show you guys what you want to see. Yes, you're welcome, Sandy. She just ordered 3 charts. Oh, yay. Let's see. Oh, good. Jeanette found her tiny white buttons. I have to tell you guys, it was, even though I keep everything in a project bag, it was a concern the whole time. I was afraid I would lose them. So the other big thing I want to talk about, I did do a post on my Facebook page this morning, the backer board. I know that I had said it was going to be available because we had hoped it would be. Out of both mine and Chantal's control, it is not up yet. Now, in fairness, I did tell her I did not need it to be available for purchase for you guys. I'm going to mute it. I got to go take care of some dogs. I'm really, really sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh no, Lori can't find her buttons. Okay, so in fairness, I did tell Chantal I did not need it to be available in her shop until my finishing tutorial. And we have a whole nother week of stitching. I know lots of you are done. I know lots of you are eager for that. But because of how I set up my cell, I told her it didn't have to be up until I actually have the video go live. There's something on her end, and I don't really want to speak out of turn because it's nothing major bad. But she's on vacation, so it's really hard to fix when she's out of town. So just know it's coming. I will post as soon as it is up and available, if it's up before next Monday. But it will be soon. So I do apologize because I know I thought it was going to be up. She told me it was going to be up. She thought it was going to be up. So that's where we're at, but it will be up by the time the finishing tutorial next Monday night, which leads me to the other thing. That will be a pre-recorded video, and I will be live in the chat. So it will be a premiere, meaning I'm going to put it up at the same time as I've done the Stitch With Me, so 7:30 p.m. Central, and I will be online in the chat, and we can talk the whole time the video plays. So if you have questions or anything like that, we can talk the whole time. Let's see. Growing pains, I do not know about that. It may, she's asking about a free chart from Heart and Hand that was released at the Needlework Market. And here's the thing. It could have just been exclusive to Market, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be out. If I see something, I will definitely post. Sleepless for way too long. Have you shown what it looks like already, Nichol? No. I have not. I will try to share a sneak peek. I did start assembling because I do have mine, obviously, for finishing. And anyone who has won one from me, those will be coming to me anytime. Those are getting sent first. So the 2 giveaways, and also then 2 more, because the giveaway for this week is I will fully finish yours just like mine. So anyway, those will be coming ASAP. Let's see. Jerry, no, there is not a kit for the rabbit and the rose. You would just have to do a search for that. It is not a PDF, so it's just a physical chart. Do a search for the rabbit and the rose by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I know in the Facebook group, I did post links to a couple of places. Thank you guys so much for all of your kind comments. I truly do love this. I cannot believe my dogs are behaving this way. They've been quiet all day long. The puppy is instigating. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to flip the camera around and let's talk a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. Let's talk about our stitching. Yes, Kelly, it is fun. So thank you so much for understanding. Oh, you know what? Diane, I did not realize that. That's awesome. Diane said that the LNS here where I live, it's in Wichita, Kansas. It's called Heart's Desire. She said they kitted it up for her. So you can give them a call if they have those charts. They will definitely kit it up for you and ship it. They are amazing. I did not put any of their information in the description, but I will when we're done if you guys are interested. And that goes for anything. I'm going to a market party there tomorrow afternoon. They have all their charts. I requested some, so they got those for me, but I'm sure they brought lots of other things back. So Lori, my friend Lori and I are going, and we're going to see what there is to see, and I'm sure we'll come home with all kinds of goodies, and I'll show them in my Flosstube. Yes, Denise, I totally agree. It is like a bunch of kids, honestly. So I told my 17-year-old to please, zip it while we were doing the live. But how do you tell dogs to? Oh, that's so funny. Yes. Oh, and Diane has a great point. So the LNS, which I knew that they had this because Lori told me, they sell a finishing kit. It has the backing fabric, the trim. So it comes with all that good stuff if you're interested. So give them a call and I will add all of that down here. Oh, Barbara, thank you. It's just really irritating to me. It's kind of funny. Like if I wasn't live, I would think this was funny, but it's not funny when I'm trying to be professional. Okay, let's flip my camera around. Okay, how is everybody doing on their stitching? Let me know in the chat where you're at. Are you all finished? Do you still have this week? This week we're stitching the carrots. Do you still have this week to do? Or are you moved on to something else? Are you stitching the companion? This is a chart that uses the same sulky color. So if you bought the sulky threads to stitch more chocolate bunnies, Hop On In is available from Hands On Design. This is the paper, but Kathy made this a PDF if anybody is interested, which is so kind of her. I will show, since I was waiting to finish my more chocolate bunnies, I did start stitching Hop On In with the sulky threads. I'm stitching on 32 count charcoal gray Lugana, and it's really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. Mrs. Darcy says she's working on the bunny. She started at the bottom. Still have this week's to do. I be stitching. I love your handle. That's so fun. Just started the carrot tops. All done starting the rabbit and the rose. Oh, that's wonderful. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Sandy. I love that. Hello. And even if you're not stitching what I'm stitching, I love that you're here. We can chat and stitch and just discuss all of the good things. Shaman, that's okay. If you can, maybe work around it. And while you're working on something else, you can kind of think about the color if you want to change it. Oh, good. Lori's moved on to Hop On In as well. Finished last week working on, yes, Karen's working on a Primrose chart, Be Nice, and it's so cute. And then she's going to start Hop On In. Let's see. Yes, Christy. Okay, so someone in the Facebook group, if you are not in my Facebook group, there is a link in the description below. Someone stitched their chart. They made this bunny white. They added cute little like ribbons around the bunny's necks. And then they added a few little hearts. It is absolutely precious. They also changed the colors. It is so precious and it's really fun. Always make the stitch yours. You can stitch it just like the chart. Absolutely. But make the stitch yours. I love the creativity. Oh, Donna, isn't the Stitch Quarterly awesome? I couldn't show it in the Flosstube because I don't think they've shown it quite yet, although I think maybe today they can. I can't remember. But it is so cute. Just started Chalk Talk by HOD, Cheryl says. Yes. It is hard to see a little bit. Get yourself a good light and a magnifier. Cassie just finished the beads. Steph is pacing herself on the cell and working on other things. Yes. Oh, I love it. The white bunny was such a good creative decision. It was so cute. Like, I really wish that I had seen that first, but I could always just stitch the little bunny. Also, someone found at Home Goods, if you are here and that is you, because I wish I'd written down your name, they found a cute wooden border that's bunnies with their little tails, and it is the perfect accent piece. I want to run to Home Goods and see if I can find it. Absolutely adorable. Oh, good. Anne says she joined the Hive Rules, Sal. That is awesome. Lots of Stitch Quarterlies arrived today. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, no, Jennifer. I'm sorry that you're under the weather. Please take care of yourself and get to feeling better. Oh, how fun. I love all of the creative decisions there. Okay, so I am going to stitch up. I just almost cannot stitch without my magnifier. We're going to stitch real quick. Yes, Susan, that was me. She said, yes, thank you for posting. I was hoping you were here. I couldn't remember. Too many balls up in the air or something today. Always. I just thought that was the neatest thing. I want to go see if my Home Goods has that. So cute. Susan says it's her first Sal and she can't wait to do another. You know, that kind of brings me to another point that I would like to mention. So, it's a learning experience. Oh, that's not right. It's a learning experience for me every time. I kind of learn, you know, what works, what doesn't, what can be done better. And definitely I am already planning the next Sal. I'm not for sure, but I think I know what I want to do. But I even talked to Chantal about it, that I'm going to plan ahead a little bit better. Maybe have the finishing board or however we're going to finish it prepped ahead of time, or at least designed ahead of time. So, you know, I'm learning. It is definitely a learning curve. I kind of just jumped in and no idea what I was doing. Let's see. Oh gosh, Catherine says she downloaded a Lightboard app for her iPad that she uses when stitching on black, and it's fabulous. I need to know what that is. That sounds like a great thing. I cannot believe my dogs are being this crazy. I am really sorry. They sleep during the day, and then this is what they do in the evenings. Christy, I love that. I know. Can I do that too? She says, I think for the next Sal, I'll wait to see all the good ideas and then steal all of the great ideas and colors. That's hilarious. And also, I low-key want to do that too. That's a great idea, Christy. Susan wants to know what people do about the eyes. Are they stitched or left blank? So the chart calls for leaving them blank. However, I have seen quite a few people go ahead and stitch them. So if that is something that you don't like, go ahead and stitch them. The same stitch that I was telling you about that has the color change. Oh gosh, what am I doing? That's not right. That has the color change for the bunny. Frank, please stop. Stitch the eyes blue. And I really, really liked that too. I thought it was pretty. Danielle, thank you. Jenny, Frank sleeps great if he sleeps with me. He sleeps all night. He does not like his kennel. I have to say, I've kind of let go. I mean, he goes in it. I still feed him in it. And once in a while, he'll sleep in it really good. But he's potty training great. I mean, knock on wood, you guys, but we've had 3 days of no accident. He is doing really good with that. So, I don't know. Every dog is different, just like every child is different. There's no manual, unfortunately. I mean, you can try all the things, but... Let's see. We have some adding beads for eyes, left blank, but love the pink nose. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Yes, I guess that is the only thing I did different. I added pink noses to my bunnies. I cannot take credit for that. Someone else mentioned it, and I liked it so much that I went ahead and did the same thing. I cannot believe they're being this loud. How do you like the floss for this project? I've only used DMC and didn't know if it was worth the investment. I do like it. I don't know that I would use it a ton. It was worth a try. I would use it again. I am using it for Hop On In. It works really. So on this linen, it's really good. This is a loose weave linen. And so I feel like the coverage is nice. I've used a lot of different floss though. I like trying new things. And I've liked stitching with it as long as I don't cut a super long length, because I do find it twists kind of bad. But if I don't use a really long length, I've had great luck with it. So I hope that somewhat answers that. They aren't too loud. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, Mary. Okay, well, then I'm going to feel like it's a win for Frank because he's doing great. And we're learning to sit. Come is still a challenge for him. He thinks that's more of a suggestion. Polly, okay. Jane says the sulkies remind her of DMC pearl cotton. I have not used the pearl cotton, but I heard someone else say the same thing. So if you have tried the DMC pearl cotton, it would be similar to that is what I'm hearing. Anne did Blue Eyes. Oh, and she loved the Sal. Thank you for hosting. It was my pleasure. I love doing this. I love stitching with you guys, and it's fun. It definitely is fun. So thank you guys for participating and being excited. Steph said she liked that you only needed one thread and didn't have to spend time splitting out two from the strand. I would agree with that. Let me go see if my dogs need to go get a drink. Go get a drink. Go get a drink. Thank you guys for understanding. I lock him in here I baby gate him into this part of the house so I can keep an eye on him. Diane, my Shih Tzu is 4 and still thinks that the command come is a suggestion. Yes. Odin has been thinking that too. He's 3. And I was like, you were good at this. Don't revert back to being bad. One of Ethan's favorite things to do is to ask, like, I don't want to say it loud or she'll talk, the Alexa, how smart Shih Tzus are. And it says that they're not very intelligent animals. And then he laughs hysterically because it's true. Anyway, just a funny that we do here. How is your daughter's puppy? She was concerned about him. Tina said, oh, he is great. He did have a little parasite. It wasn't bad. Got him on a little medication and he is doing fantastic. She brought him over last weekend when we had birthday get together for her brother. So for my oldest son, he is a doll. He is so fun. Yeah, she was like, Mom, thank you for telling me to take a stool sample to the vet. She goes, that way I didn't have to go back. I said, I have learned. Just take one with you. Then you don't have to go back with one. Things you learn. Ooh, Sleepless for Way Too Long says, I think this thread would be great for hand embroidery, but I think I still like the other type of floss better. I have been enjoying Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works a lot, so I am slowly building my collection. Diane, they do make up for it in cute. I agree. They're our babies and we love them. Diane, big decision tonight. Do I finish my project during vacay or just enjoy vacay? So much pressure. You mean finish stitching? I say make sure you take some stitching with you. I don't know what you're doing for vacay. I always like to have, here's what I love about cross stitch. It's so portable. So if you do have, airport time or, beach time and you want to stitch, you can. But also enjoy your vacation. Definitely enjoy your vacation. It will be here when you get back. Let's see. There's a Facebook video showing a Shih Tzu puppy escaping a tall for him enclosure. He moves the fencing and figures out how to climb over. That's so funny. I follow an Instagrammer who has 7 Shih Tzus. And it's, I think I didn't stitch that right. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. And she has this one video of that. No, I did not. Of them trying to climb over the baby gate and escaping, and it's so funny. I will say I'm probably a bigger fan. Yeah, I don't think I stitched this right. Of the over-dyed floss. But I do like this, and I did not stitch that right. I think it definitely gives a fun effect. I like trying new things. Oh, how fun. Costa Rica, that sounds amazing. Let's make sure we're doing it right this time. What is the finishing wood? I don't know. Are you asking what the board is or what kind of wood it is? It'll be whatever she uses, which I'm sorry, I don't know. I would have to look it up. To take it. I would take it. You might have time to finish. Oh, Barbara says that she bought some of the thread conditioner that Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, showed on her Flosstube, and she thinks it keeps the thread from knotting. Plus, it smells good. Oh, I should do that. Every time we talk about floss knotting, I think that, and every time I forget. I need to make that a goal to try that. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to go too many over. What is the design? Stephanie said. It's a paddle with a pocket on the front. Oh, Carrie says that her friend had 5 Shih Tzus and they are all so sweet. They are very sweet. For sure. Oh, hello, Janice Stamps. Nice to see you here. She says, first time watching. That's awesome. Let's see. Have only ever stitched on Aida cloth. How do you keep your stitches so even on this fabric? Practice. You should always stitch on what you feel comfortable. There have been a lot of people stitching this on Aida, and it is beautiful. I also stitch on Aida. I have slowly been just trying to stitch on other types of fabric. I went from Aida to Lugana, and then I started stitching on some linen, and I still stitch on all of the different fabrics. Just like with the floss, I really just try to stretch myself or to try different things. Oh, another vote from Rhonda for the thread conditioner. Okay. How did I miss which one? Barbara and Rhonda, which one is it? What brand is it? Question from Denise. How did you ever get the cross? No, did you ever get the cross stitch out? No. Okay, here's my thing. I don't know if I have time to fill all that stuff in. Like, I love the idea of it. I'm on the fence. I love the idea of it, but no, I have not gotten it. No struggle bus tonight, Growing Pain said. Well, I almost broke out my mug from Sandy. I love it so much. Thank you again, Sandy. I mean, it's just the perfect mug. When I opened up that box, I laughed so hard because it is just perfect. And then I showed my daughter and she's like, where did she get that? Because I have to get one. And I said, I think Hobby Lobby, because it says Spring Shop on it. And she's like, I'm going to have to go get one. She goes, I'm on the struggle bus a lot. I said, I think we all are. Let's see. This is Chris going to the retreat with you. So excited. Oh, yay! Thread Heaven conditioner. Diane has another vote to take the project with you. She says it's small and won't take up much room. I agree. I would say, so my friend Lori and I were talking, and what we like about cross-stitching is it doesn't take up much room. So it's an easy craft to take along with you. Very, very easy. Let's see. Oh, how fun. At least I couldn't take being left out. I just signed up for the quarterly stitch box and ordered the previous stitch box citrus. Oh, that citrus one is so cute. And with all of the cute citrus designs that have just come out, it'll fit right in. Have you seen some of the cute charts? Primrose has a cute little lemon chart. And then Erin Elizabeth has some cute little lemon charts too. I think all of those would be super sweet together. Oh, Cassie, I am so sorry. I have been through that. Oh, my friend, my heart hurts for you. I'm so sorry. My Cujo, I know his name was Cujo, but I promise he wasn't. He was a Shih Tzu. He actually was diagnosed with Cushing's at age 5. And it was awful. Just awful. In fact, I was just loving on my Odin this morning, and I was just thinking how he healed my heart, because I was not ready to lose. We're never ready to lose our pets, but I just was not ready. He was not very old, but we're never ready. We're never, never, ever ready. It doesn't matter how old they are. Lisa, she said, I know people are swarming over all the bees. Okay, so yeah, and pun intended, that was cute. But I have a love affair with all the lemons. I have to tell you, I'm loving both a lot. I really love it. Do you guys think it's the yellow color? Like, it just seemed, yellow is so happy. Like the bee charts, when I stitched them last year, I just kind of feel like that might be part of it, is that they're yellow and they just make me feel happy. But I've kind of started amassing some of those lemon charts too. I'm excited. I think they're cute. I have to say, until my Cujo was diagnosed with Cushing's, I had never heard of it. But now, since then, I have heard it a lot. Do you guys know, is it common? I just find it very interesting. Patricia says cross stitch may be small, but it has taken over my house. You and me both. Oh, Jennifer, that's a good point. She said maybe lemons and bees evoke a sense of summer memories. I like that. I think you might be right. Well, the final stitch is going in. How much do you guys love that moment where you put that final stitch in your project? Ugh. I have finished more projects since coming back to cross stitch than ever before. And I love it. Okay, let me take a good look and make sure. Oh, it's so cute. All right. I'm going to move my light out of the way. Denise, I don't mean to laugh at you. That just kind of made... The latter part of your comment made me laugh. I'm sorry for your loss, though. Pets are wonderful. Okay, I guess I don't have scissors. What are you doing, Henri? And there is our finished stitch. Okay, so I am curious. In the chat, let me know. I was on the struggle bus with the bunnies. I don't know why that was so hard for me. I messed up multiple times. And of course, since I started here, I thought, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? I did have a small little boo-boo here, but that was an easy fix. But literally all the way, the rest of the way down, even the carrots, which I know I saw some of you say gave you some trouble, I had no trouble. But man, those bunnies. Kelly says it's really common, especially in older dogs, not so much in younger ones. Well, that is good to know. Yes, Denise, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. Do people use a regular size iron to flatten finished stitch, or is there a small craft iron that would work? I use my regular iron, or I do have a small version of my regular iron. I'm going to use my regular iron tonight, but I will try to remember to show my little crafty one. Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. She says, thanks for inspiring me to pick up stitching again. Teresa had trouble with the bunnies too. Carrie had trouble with the bunnies. I think the first row, the bunnies, was a difficult stitch. Me too. Oh, lots of that. Yes, new babies definitely help with the loss. I'm so sorry. Of course, the chat went flying by. Robin, I'm so sorry to hear that. Those bunnies were no joke. Anne said yes. Okay, looks like a lot of us had trouble with that. Danielle, I took my old-fashioned stitch to scrapbooking crop, and it was the best crop ever. I'm going to do another one this weekend, and we'll be taking a stitchy project. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys real quick. I'm going to a little crafty retreat at the end of this month, and I'm also taking stitching because... So for me, obviously, I'm a card maker by day, paper crafter by day, and whenever I go quite often to our little crafty get-together, I don't want to make cards, but everyone else is making cards, but I love seeing everyone. And so I was like, I'm just taking cross stitch. I did that a couple years ago when I just got back into it. And so I'm going to do it again. I love it. I love that you're doing it too. Jeanette said I had trouble with the word more. Go figure. You know what? It's always funny. Isn't it funny, the things that we have trouble with? I always kind of like to just ask. I was off by one stitch and left it. My motto is done is better than perfect, and I'm happy with it. Absolutely. Those carrot tops are the hardest for me, Danielle said. Yes. The bunnies were tough. The bunnies had a different name that started with a B, but I won't mention it, Donna Marie says. No, Robin, our fur babies do not live long enough. Stitching and my sewing machine. Ah, Eva, hello. With the bunnies, I kept finding myself stitching on the wrong bunny and had to rip some out. Eva, are you going to bring some stitching? Eva's going to be at our crafty retreat. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Kim says the baskets for Mad for Plaid have been kicking her hiney. Yes, I really liked stitching those baskets. Go figure. It's always weird what you like, things I don't think I would like to stitch, and then I thought those baskets stitched up super easy. Donna, LOL. Yes, Donna was funny. I thought that was funny too. The leaves under the bunnies. Yes. Carol said those gave her trouble. All right. So let's stitch on some buttons, shall we? Now, I did do 3 buttons, but I saved 3. So, you guys, these are the teeniest, tiniest buttons ever. Let's hope I don't drop any. So here, oh, you know, I should probably get my magnifier back out. It might be easier to see. Not done yet. So I want to show here where I've stitched them on. What I did, because it's not, I know I don't knot on the back of my fabric usually, but I did knot these on. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but honestly, no one is ever going to know. It is how I attached, in fact, I have it right here because I've not finished it. It is also how I attached my buttons for the big hearted Tiny Town. So I'll show you on the back here. I knotted them. And really, they're pretty flat. So that is how I am going to attach. I'm taking the white sulky floss. I just tend to use whatever floss was called for in the kit and that matches the buttons because I don't want it to be contrasting. And let's go ahead and do this bunny here. I don't think that it necessarily has to be a certain spot, but I'm going to come up right there. See my needle? Let me get a button. Oh, Josie, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Okay, so I have come up. Now I want to make sure I go back through the button because I didn't when I did one of the other ones. Oops. And then instead of coming right back down underneath, do you see that? I actually went out 1 stitch, so over 2 strands. That's going to make it kind of add a little angle and a little whimsical. If you want it straighter, do it straighter. But that's just what I thought worked good for me. I liked it a little bit whimsical. So let me move that now real quick. And let me zoom in a little bit here. Oh, whoops, we don't need to record. So sorry. So sorry, everybody. I am going to zoom it in pretty close. Okay, I hope that that's good and you can kind of see. So just come up and down, and I leave not a very long tail here, and I am going to just tie once, tie twice, and then pull gently, gently to knot it. Any questions? Karen's bringing stitchy stuff to the retreat. Yay! Donna, I have not picked up Love Potion in 2 weeks. I really want to finish it too. We'll see. We shall see. I'm all about stitching Easter now, but I do want to get that done, so I'd like to pick it back up. All right, so I'm actually not going to get the magnifier out since I zoomed in so stinking close. Let's go ahead and do the same thing again. So I'm coming up through the back, and I'm coming up right next to that bunny's little hind end. What size are your buttons? These are the buttons that came with it. They are super teeny tiny. I do not know if it says. I have a link in the Facebook group to the exact size. Does anyone know what it is offhand? Easy peasy, Mrs. Darcy said. Yay! If you guys know exactly what size these are, let me know in the chat, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think I linked them, so I will link those when we're done too. And again, I just go and very gently, I don't want to pull too tight or anything. It's very easy. I've beaded on cross stitch many years ago, many moons, but I don't know that I've done buttons. But after doing the buttons on the Big Hearted Tiny Town, they add so much, and these are tiny too. They came in this chart as well, but look how cute they are. They add a lot. They add a lot here too. Let's see. Adelia says, I've decided to put it under WIP until next year, January or February 2024. I might too. I kind of like that. Okay, same thing. We are going to come up right next to... Odin, what are you doing? Digging. Not really, but you know how they like to make a little den. And then, oh, whoops, no. See, I tried to do that again. Go back through the button first. So before I tie this one, let me show. The buttons actually were so much easier and less intimidating than I thought they were going to be to sew on. Oh, good. Rhonda says they are 2/16. Thank you so much. Danielle, thank you. I need to buy more buttons, LOL. Bunny butt on. Shimon says, yep, we got the bunny butt on. That's funny. Yes, Odin. So silly. To get himself the perfect spot to lay down on the floor. He does it on the rug too sometimes, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? And just like that, let me zoom out. Okay, did that help? I hope. I promise the buttons are like one of the easiest things. There we go. Yep. Okay. Rhonda says, and they're from just another button company. That is where they're from. And they're the 2/16 size. And they're teeny, teeny, tiny. Let's see. Cassie ordered a honey of a tiny town and nearly all the new stitching dies for Easter and some new felt from Pashta. Oh, me too. Me too, me too. I can't wait to get the Pashta stitching dies. I better get my iron warming up. All right, ironing. I better zoom out a little bit more too. So here is what I use, and I generally use this wool felt mat for all my ironing. When I am quilting, I iron on it. I just love the results I get. And I link the one I have down below. This is my iron. It's the Oliso. I also have the small, but it's not here. So I'm not going to get it right now. It does stay flat. And then this is a pressing cloth that I have just for stitching. And it helps protect your stitches so it doesn't flatten them when you iron them. However, I do think you wouldn't have to have the pressing cloth with the wool mat. I have pressed some of my cross stitch without it, and it's been fine. Mindy, what do you do? Hi, Mindy. What do you do with all your stitching projects? I finished them into cute things to decorate my house. How far can your thread travel between pieces before you should just cut it and restart? I cut after each letter and greenery, but I see you didn't. Yeah, probably the rule is you're supposed to, but I wouldn't go like from, I don't know, trying to think. I have a little rule. But it's not like a rule. Like I wouldn't drag from here to here. But I didn't mind doing small little travels. And some of these are just ends that need trimmed. Like I probably need to trim these before I finish. You know what I mean? But I hope that there's not a rule. You can do it however you want. Oh, thank you, Mindy. I have a wool mat too. They are amazing. I absolutely, totally recommend the wool mat for ironing. So what you do, I like to use the pressing cloth. If you're worried about your stitches getting smashed, go ahead and use the pressing cloth and then flip it over. I will say if you want, I don't use steam. So there's no steam in here. Now you could use steam. Be careful, like with this floss, it's probably okay. If you're using over-dyed Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works, or Gentle Arts, probably don't because they've been dyed. And that goes for linen that's been dyed as well. You don't want it to bleed. And then I just kind of press. More of a lift than a slide over. I don't want to stretch my fabric. Does that make sense? And it's ironing pretty good. I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I have kind of sprayed some of my fabric before, but that's not suggested, and so I don't want to recommend that. Yes, Shaman has a good point. She says, I try not to travel if it might show through. I am a lot more careful with traveling if I am stitching on white, because it could definitely show through, and you don't want that. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. And that's it. Easy peasy. Yes, Rhonda, this is the pressing cloth. This is specifically for cross stitch from Fat Quarter Shop. I did link it down in the description below. So this is the one I got from them, recommended on their channel. I've had it for quite a while. Yep. And another suggestion, lay your stitching face down over a clean towel, like a bath towel. Oh, Diane says the stitching is going on the plane with her. Awesome. So that is it. How is everyone's stitching coming? Are there any questions that I have missed? I'm going to leave this bad boy till tomorrow so I can take a picture, and then I am going to finish so that we can have our finishing tutorial. Diane uses Teflon sheets. Dee is on her carrot tops. Yay! And then I'm just going to show again. So this is what we just stitched. And this chart also uses a lot of those same threads. So if you want something else cute, and this is a fast stitch, super fast. So if you want to use, you know, your silky threads for something else, this is an awesome one. Because I did all of this like in literally hardly any time at all. And I think my friend Shari is almost finished. Jean says slow, but it's coming along. Sandy says it did help good. I stitched on my Valentine buttons on Tiny Town, but was only guessing. You know, yes, I'm sure that there's other ways. Here, I can flip this around. I'm sure that there's lots of other ways that you can do it. That's just how I did it, and I just tried to make my knot tiny. I mean, the strands are pretty thin. Just enough so that it stays on and I don't have to worry. Jennifer just finished the old-fashioned Sal. Congratulations! That's awesome! Melissa, hello from a crazy snowy California, always late. Crazy snowy California doesn't seem like it should go together, but I hope that things are a little bit better for you. I've been thinking about you, Melissa. Yes, Penny, we were talking about the stitch with the white bunny. It is so cute. And then Christy said that we should all wait. The next time we do a sal, we should wait to see everybody's cute ideas so that we can copy. Cassie's going to add beads to this one too. Oh, Cassie, where are you going to add them? Are you going to add them like for the little red dots or whatever they are? That would be really cute. Kathleen, do you put interfacing if you're doing a pillow? Yes, I do. Always. I am doing a pillow for the Hope. And also, I am going to do a pillow for this. I'm hoping to get this one stitched so I can include it in the video as well. But yes. And the interfacing I use is, I have it out because all the pillow stuff is out and ready to be filmed first thing tomorrow. This is what I use. Oh, I just dropped something. That's great. This is what I use. Pellin 911FF. I have it in the big bolt because I use a lot. Oh, Mrs. Darcy, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. The pink dots, darker parts of the carrots, and maybe some of the white stitches. Ooh, Cassie, I can't wait to see that. That'll be super cute. I think the interfacing when you're doing a pillow, it's important. It protects your stitches from what you put inside. So let's say if you're going to put in, crushed walnut shells or lizard litter or something like that, or even like the poly pellets, I just feel it protects it. Now, also from if you're just doing polyester fiber fill, which I've done a lot of those too, because you don't want that to maybe start, depending on the weave of the fabric, to kind of poke through. So I always put interfacing because it just protects the stitching. Oh no! Kim says she has friends that don't have power in California. Ugh. Yay! Cassie's going to take a picture and post in our Facebook group tomorrow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so sorry for everyone with the bad weather in California. Sounds great. Thank you so much for joining. Why are you growling? I think he's growling because things fell on the floor and it scared him. And he's real tough. Does anyone have any more questions for me before we wrap it up tonight and go on with our stitching? I'm going to end our poll. Let's see where we ended up at. Oh, an error occurred. Try again. Well, what would be the error? End poll. Let's see. Who has purchased new charts released from Nashville Needlework Market? I'm waiting for now, 40%. Pre-ordered, 32%. And yes, 26%. I love that. Thank you guys for playing along. That's always fun. Sandy, I did use one. Oh, no. Jeannie, I used one strand of floss for the buttons. Can we see the puppy? Well, we can. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Hi, Odin. He didn't want to come out from underneath the desk very bad. Here he is. Wild and crazy hair. Right, buddy? Were you being tough? Hi. Diane says, I love puppies. Yes. Danielle, Mindy, are you still here? Do you stitch? I think she used to. I thought I saw her. She said that she used to. I don't know if she does now or not. Maybe we can convince her to come join us. He is precious. We love him, don't we? Why are you being so timid? They all heard you running around being crazy. He has a cute, see his little white patch here on his back? He has a little white stripe there, and then his little white stripe here, and then the tip of his tail has a little white too. Are you hiding from everyone? Teresa, I'm not sure how much he weighs now. I would say maybe 4 pounds. I take him to the vet next week, so we'll see what he's up to. He was a little under 4 when we got him. So, okay, you can get down. I would say he's probably a little 4. Oh, he has the messiest baby hair, Renea. The messiest. Wicket the Ewok. Yes. Jeannie's going to her LNS tomorrow to get her pre-orders. Me too, I can't wait. Oh, how fun. Jody has 2 horses. She has a husky and a black lab. I love that you called them horses. I had a St. Bernard when I was real little, and I rode it like a horse, so yes. Question, I have been wondering if you like your Juki. Christy, I do like my Juki. I need to use it more. I have not sewn a lot. I need to get back to sewing. I actually have a lot of stuff I want to do, and I just kind of organized myself yesterday, so hopefully we'll get to sew soon. Yes, Odin, you want to come here? Oh, he's sitting here so cute. Come here. Come here. Help mommy out. You're not near as light. Odin got a haircut. I don't know if I've shown everybody. Are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Don't hide. Why are you being like that? He got a haircut and he loves it, and we love it. They said, when they called me, they said, he looks, because I asked them to do it, of course, and they called me and they said, we're so excited for you to see him. He looks like a big puppy, and he does. Good boy. Yes, you get to see all my babies. Odin is such a big boy. I was telling, so the guy who brought Frank on the plane, and we met him, we were telling him how big Odin is, and he goes, oh my gosh. They have like never heard of that. I'm like, we don't know. He just kept growing. He's not that big of an eater even. He's just big. Yes, Christy, it goes fast. I love it. Yeah, he's being camera shy. He's being really weird. And he was running around here too like a crazy dog. They're probably ready for Mama to sit on the couch so that they can cuddle up next to me and they can go to sleep now that I'm not going to be on camera. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Odin is a teddy, he acts like a teddy bear. We actually call him a stage 5 clinger because isn't that, I think it's from Wedding Crashers, where they call this girl a stage 5 clinger. He likes to be right with me at all times. And Ethan told Frank the other day, he's like, Frank is a stage clinger 2.0 because he is too. Brody is feeling so much better, Cassie. I put him on a new diet. Here's the thing. The specialty food that they had me feeding him, he doesn't like. And it wasn't helping with any of his issues. So I actually got him for a fresh diet. I got him the lamb because it's supposed to be a little bit easier for dogs who might have allergies. And he loves it. And he acts like he feels better. I think the other food hurt his tummy. I decided I'm going to feed him food he likes for however long we have him. That has been my new decision because he's happy. Let's see, Sandy, I'm starting a project bag today. Okay, so that's actually my first sewing thing. That's what I have lined up to do. I'm going to make some sewing cases. We'll see if they turn out any good. We'll see. Let's cross our fingers. Kathleen is waiting for her LNS to contact her about her pre-orders. Cassie, I'm glad of that too. Oh, Jeannie, thank you. That means the world to me. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm kind of sad that this is our last live for now. Like I mentioned early, if you just came in, I am planning my next sal. I'm almost decided what I'm going to do. I'm still contemplating, but I'm going to change a couple things. I'm going to make sure that Chantal and I work on the board first, and then I will announce it. So we'll probably have a few weeks off, but I will announce what it is so that we can get it. People can get the supplies and all of that, because I do love doing these. It's really fun to connect with all of you. It's our stitching time together, and I miss it when we don't. So for sure that will be coming. Okay, can fresh pet be used for diabetic animals? Denise said. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Holly was cleaning and moving furniture and forgot. I need to go do a little cleaning. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Get some great stitching in. I cannot wait to see everybody's progress. Make sure, if you're interested in having me finish for you, the giveaway this week is I will fully finish 2 of your stitches. So definitely leave a comment on that thread with a photo of your stitching, and have a wonderful rest of your week. See you guys later, and see you next Monday for the premiere of the finishing tutorial. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.